Well, he's okay. He ain't okay.
He's okay down at the end, too.
Well, I'm just going to ask you, name, rank, and serial number.
Captain Dick Scott, I'm the overall commander for the events this weekend.
Okay.
Private Tim Walton.
Volunteer Brian Fleming.
Okay. What is he?
He's actually one of our newest privates for the 15th Alabama. And as you see, he's actually wearing something a little different than what people are used to.
Okay.
To the best of our knowledge and the best of our research, he's actually wearing the uniform that the original 15th Alabama marched out in.
Okay.
In spring of 1861.
All right. You guys get out of character just for a minute and say, you like the weather forecast for the weekend compared to...
Oh, I'm loving it.
I'm loving this forecast.
You guys were in Troy this past, was that right?
Yes, sir. We was in Troy this past weekend.
And it was hot. If you were outside on Saturday, you know it was hot. By 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it was 90 degrees.
On top of Saturday morning, it was humid as all get out.
There you go.
Yeah,
so you're gonna love this weekend.
About 120% on the humidity Saturday morning. It was just a little.
And those are not just the coolest outfits in the world, are they?
No, they're not. And we also wear layers on top of it. So you're not only having to deal with the heat of the wool, you're also having to deal with everything underneath.
A little bit of sweat was how much?
Air conditioning.
Yeah. How much water did you lose over there at Troy's?
More than what I took in.
That's what I figured. You've been doing this how long?
I've been doing this for almost 10 years now.
I know you've been around, been on the show for several years with it. It's a lot of fun, even though Newton is not a major part of the Civil War. It is interesting to know there were little skirmishes in a lot of different towns.
There was.
Newton Charles is kind of holding back. Talk a little bit about, he touched on his last year and this year. He keeps kind of teasing us, and I think he's got something going with the library crew down there, building 2 buildings and all that, and they're going to also sell maps to the treasure of Newton. Is he conniving enough to do something like that?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Talk about the gold that was supposedly... Now look at him, he's shaking his head. Wasn't there gold that was supposedly never found?
There was, in the story there is, but those that know anything about history knows that 3 men is not going to abscond with that amount of gold in one night. Each bar of gold weighed, what, 200 pounds at least?
Something like that.
Each gold bar weighed at least 200 pounds. And they're saying 3 men took off with the gold and it was never found. But they've been to the areas where the gold was supposed to have been with psychics, metal detectors, and nothing has ever been found. So
who was the psychic? Charles Ziegler?
I don't remember. This is stories that I've been told.
Huh?
Psycho.
Whoa, what was that was name that was on TV so long they did away with her? You know the woman I'm talking about. Oh, she was so good. $4.95 a minute, and she'd tell you your fortune. Miss Cleo, that's who it was. Yeah, Cleo. Talk a little bit about the weaponry you have right here. What was standard equipment for you, the man in gray?
For me as a captain, standard issue would be my saber. I would actually trade up from my 10 to 15 pound rifle for a saber.
And
my pistol. Now my pistol of choice is a 1858 Remington New Army. But another common was the 1860 Colt 44 or 36 caliber. That is a 36 caliber pistol, and yes, it is a working pistol. All of our weapons are working.
They will be fired during the demonstration this coming Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, they will.
Sure.
Okay. Now, the cannon. We didn't talk about the cannons. A lot of people make this trip just to see the cannons go off, correct?
That's right.
And we'll be firing, got 2 cannons up there?
4.
4 cannons, all right.
Plus 1.
Plus one that we are selling tickets to do a cannon pull. So if you've never fired a cannon,
okay,
this would be an opportunity for you to come out and actually do so.
All right.
It's smaller than the originals, but it's set up in a safe area to where kids can come up and...
Archie Solomon and I were talking about it. Any of those cannons with the same guy that has a cannon over at the Boy Scout reservation for their big thing every year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's Ray Kyle.
Ray Kyle.
Okay, all right, I thought it was.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's going to be bringing his brand new cannon that he just finished building.
I went over there, and I went over there to shoot some video on the skeet competition, and I pulled up, I see the cannon out there. I didn't think anything about it, so I'm over there interviewing somebody, and nobody told me the cannon was fixing to go off. Gene, that will get your attention.
Did you have another heart attack?
Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Gwynn was there on standby. Not that I knew he was there, but yeah, it could have been another heart attack, sure enough. We're going to talk more with our guest. The Battle of Newton, absolutely free admission, come one, come all. John Hutto Park, Saturday and Sunday in Newton, Alabama on Highway 134. It's easy to find. You won't find a better price to get in anything this weekend around the area. Plus, they'll have concessions available. The weather is going to be picture perfect, not hot, not sultry hot. You can enjoy the reenactment that they do. You can enjoy so many different things going on. There'll be vendors there. A wedding on Saturday at noon. Church service at 10:30 on Sunday morning, plus entertainment in the afternoon. More to come on Top of the Morning after you watch this. Stay with us.
This segment brought to you by Alabama Telco Credit Union.
We put our trust in these hands to build the new Heart and Vascular Center at Southeast Alabama Medical Center, and in these hands to perform the latest surgical procedures, so these hands can set the standard in coronary care. We treat more heart and vascular patients with better outcomes than any other hospital in the region, and this means you can trust your heart to these hands. The Heart and Vascular Center at Southeast Alabama Medical Center. Trust your heart to the best hands.
Harry Ann works for us. I mean, when we need something done, we call Harry Ann. A few years ago, we ran up against a problem where we couldn't ship tomatoes in the state of Alabama because of the salmonella problem that they were having somewhere else in the state. I called Harry Ann on Sunday morning, and on Monday morning, we were shipping tomatoes. We would have been completely at 100% loss because we couldn't have done anything that year if Harry Ann hadn't stepped in and helped us get back going. And that's why we stand with Harry Ann.
At All Rental Car Sales, you can save up to 50% off sticker on our like-new rental vehicles, all backed by our 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. But our customers demand more, and here it is. We've expanded our inventory with options to fit every customer. Local trades, auction vehicles, maybe even your neighbor's car. Oh yeah, we buy cars, so if you're selling, we're buying. Want more? How about $3,000 minimum for your trade? Or I'll match your down payment up to $1,000. Got credit issues? Don't settle for buy here, pay here. You can do better, and we can help.
As a veteran of the United States Army, I'm proud that we as a nation care about those who are disabled or unable to work. And as an attorney, I'm proud to help people in tough situations through Social Security. At Brock & Stout, we want to help every American get the benefits that this great country has to offer.
Call us today.
Top of the Morning, brought to you in part by the Farming Feeds Alabama license plate.
Top of the Morning continues on WDHN. Great to have you along Ross Clark Circle, looking toward the intersection of 231 North from Restaurant Road. Severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 7 o'clock this morning for several counties in the northwest Florida panhandle, and we also have that coming through parts. If you'll put the map up there, Steve, right quick, that also covers parts of Geneva County as well as the southeast corner of Coffee County and a lot of southern Dale County. So those areas that you see shaded, that is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 7 o'clock. Add to that some flash flooding in some areas or a little bit earlier of Holmes County, Florida, and that's what we're dealing with weather-wise right now. So don't let your guard down yet. Most of it will be out of here in the next hour or so, but we've got another round of pretty heavy activity just about to hit Dothan, and I want you to be very, very careful on your way to work this morning. So if you need to take off a little early, please do so, but just take it easy and drive carefully. We've had upwards of 7 inches of rain reported in some areas of the Wiregrass. We'll tell you more about that in a matter of moments. And if you have a rainfall total or other information you need to pass along to us, phone lines down here at the station. Email address, charlie@wdhn.com. That's charlie@wdhn.com. And we'll be, you can email us and get the information to us that way. You handed me this to look at. This came, as you said, a piece of history from Franklin, Tennessee, just south of downtown Nashville.
That's right.
The battle was when?
Fall of 1862.
Okay. And this is what they call a
mini ball.
All right. And it's a dropped shot, you said?
Yes, sir. It's a drop shot. You can tell because there's no damage to that bullet at all.
Okay. So this was a hit. It was not a hit. It was just a complete miss.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay. Back to standard. Let's go over the man in blue here. Go over what you have.
Standard. What I'm sporting here in my hands is a 1853 3-band infield musket. It's 58 caliber. And a good soldier can get 3 rounds off in a minute because it takes so much to load one of these. You got to pour your powder in, pack it down, and then put a cap on it, get fired off. If you're really good, you can get 3 off in a minute.
If you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have, what I'm wearing is the U.S. Volunteers uniform. U.S. Regulars was just slightly different. So I'm wearing the classic sky blues with the blue shell jacket, not the shell jacket, sack coat. And underneath here, I love the layers today because it's a little cool here. I have the vest on, the long sleeve cotton shirt. So today is cool, but we always keep our canteens on us, so when it is hot, we can hydrate.
There you go. Okay, man in white and blue.
Okay, this is the original, they call it DB White uniform.
DCB White.
DCB White uniform for the original 15th Alabama. And kind of a little bit of history here too, because this is originally Charles's uniform, and it's passed through a few hands, and now I'm wearing it. So it's kind of the 15th Alabama is one of the well, it is the host unit, but it's one of the larger contributors to the Battle of Newton Society, which has several supporting organizations like the Sons of Confederate Veterans, the United Daughters of the Confederacy, Newton Home Guard,
right?
The City of Newton, what's the Civitan, Newton Civitan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to create not just one event, but almost a year-round educational opportunity. We try to go around the counties to the schools and try to provide a little bit of extra information that the schools either don't have time or just can't be bothered to deal with. And it's a real eye-opener for a lot of people because I think if we understand the lessons of history, we won't repeat the mistakes. So that's always
very good point. I agree 100%.
I was going to say, talking about making the same mistakes, is next year we're going to be celebrating our 150th anniversary of this battle.
Okay.
We have actually 2 events planned next year, one in March around the same time frame, and then our yearly reenactment in October.
In October. That'll be great. It's in Newton, Alabama. It's free admission this weekend, and I'm going to kind of dig out from some of the vendors that will be there. Food, any kind of food you want, right?
Mm-hmm. About 4 different food vendors.
4 different food vendors. We got to take a break. We'll talk more to our reenactment crew. Battle of Newton this weekend, John Hutto Park. We'll take a break and be right back.
It's Solomon Chevrolet Cadillac's Truck Month. Over 150 new Silverados in stock, ready to go at the absolute lowest prices of the year. New 2014 Silverado Double Cabs, $25,587 at Solomon Chevrolet Cadillac in Dothan.
All new doctors, paralyzed by a freak accident just days before her wedding.
The doctor said, you'll never walk again.
Now how she is making one of her biggest dreams come true.
This has to be the most inspirational story we've done on this show.
Then a rare medical condition that has her body rapidly growing and...
Thank you for your one statement.
We're so glad that you listened. Why you should never miss the doctors.
You saved my life.
It's a South Alabama Livestock Cattle Auction every Thursday at 1 p.m. in Brundage, Alabama. Don't miss it. Every Thursday, South Alabama Livestock Cattle Auction. Take Highway 231 and turn at County Road 5522, 3 miles south of Troy.
Beginning with the June 3rd party primaries, voters in Alabama must show a valid photo ID to vote. Under new rules adopted by the state legislature, if you do not have a valid photo ID, one will be provided to you for free.
You can get a free photo ID card at the local Board of Registrars, the Secretary of State's office, or at a mobile location to be advertised in your county.
Have your photo ID ready on Election Day so you can fully participate in the elections process. Your vote does make a difference in keeping Alabama strong.
It's Solomon Chevrolet Cadillac's Truck Month. Over 150 new Silverados in stock, ready to go at the absolute lowest prices of the year. New 2014 Silverado pickups, $21,387 at Solomon Chevrolet Cadillac in Dothan.
It's one thing to get the new job you want. It's another to get that dream job on live TV with millions cheering you on. Well, this week, GMA's surprising some job seekers with the real jobs they so deserve. And they won't know it until we say, you're hired. Live on Good Morning America this week.
Is it ever a good idea when government and business get together? When cronyism collides with capitalism, a select few use government subsidies and little-known tax credits to rake in the cash. They'll swipe your tax dollars to prop up their business ideas, not work hard and compete the old-fashioned way. Best-selling author Jason Matera exposes the phonies who live like rock stars on your dime. On the 700 Club, Tuesday.
Top of the morning continues on WVHN. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect at 7 o'clock. Go with the maps again there, Steve, if you could, where we can show you the outlined area. They've kind of brought it in a good bit there. Part of Dale County, central and eastern parts of Geneva County, all the way down through Holmes County, Washington County, into Bay County, Florida. A long line of thunderstorms. Kind of last hurrah, I think, of this storm system, which, if it is, this is going to be ending much sooner than we had anticipated. And we're looking at 3.5 inches next to Dollar General. That's what the email said. We're sitting here. Well, now there's just 40 Dollar Generals in the immediate area, so I don't know which one, but it was 3.5, 7 inches of rain in one location outside of Graceville. Isn't that where that one was? Yeah, close to 7 inches of rain. Several up around 5, a lot of 4.5s. It's been a productive evening and early morning for rainfall in the area. And cooler air's on the way. We'll give you a weather update before we get out of here. One more time, a rundown of the Battle of Newton. Activities at John Hutto Park Saturday and Sunday. Charles said gates open at 9. It'll be over. They close at 4. 9 to 4 on Saturday. Special feature of the day. The battle takes place at what time, guys?
2 o'clock both days.
Both days. A wedding with folks dressed in the
1860s clothing.
Yep. That's what I was looking for of the day. And that's at noon on Saturday. Church service, and they've always included that on the Sunday edition. That's at 10:30 on Sunday morning. All activities. John Hutto Park will give you that weather update in just a few minutes. You couldn't ask for better weather. 4 food vendors. Anything else we've left out?
Well, T. Paul McGowan, who's a regionally famous knife maker, is going to have knives on display and hand forged. He'll actually do a demonstration. We have living history people that come in from really surrounding states, 3 or 4 states surrounding. It's an entire free weekend. It's family friendly. We have period games for the children. We have an activities tent just for the children. It's the same place where the church service and so forth is going to be held. And it'll have a tug of war, which kids really love.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody, yeah.
And it's free. Hey, if you're going to eat something or buy something, that costs you, but getting in is free, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Charles, Gene, always good to see y'all. Y'all still fighting at each other. It's good to see. Y'all still love each other so much. You keep it going, though, and it takes folks like that kind of pushing the wagon and pulling the wagon to keep it going. What's this? Website. Oh, they give me all this paper. Look at that.
Well, that's Doc for you.
Can you give me
All right. The website where all the information can be found, you can find it at www.battleofnewton.org. That's all one word. Again, that's www.battleofnewton.org.
All right. Thank you, guys. Always good to see y'all, okay?
Yes, sir, Charlie. It's a pleasure as always.
All right. And don't miss it. 2 days. You've got Saturday and Sunday to take advantage of it or go both days. You'll be welcome. Got to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.